Welcome back, survivors. I'm the Survivalist, and we return to Soulstone Survivors. Last week, for the couple episodes, we introduced the game, took out a couple of runs on the first two maps, and we're going to continue along with where we've been going, but we're also going to be changing up things a little bit because we have a different character we actually have a few we could try getting access to. I do admit I did a little bit of farming in my own time on the first two maps, just rerunning the same maps over and over to unlock some stuff. So skill tree wise, we've just picked up a few things. I'm going to save off from using any more of the soul stones till we get more characters, but this is just kind of where all of our skills are at right now. I maxed out getting the minor soul stones we pull in just to get more currency to more easily unlock stuff. So we have Pyromancer we could pick up, the Houndmaster we could pick up. These two were already unlocked or available from the start, but then we also unlocked the Spellblade here, the Sentinel, and the Elementalist. I think I mean, just because of how my survival kind of thinking is, I kind of want to go for the Sentinel because bow and arrow is always something I lean heavily towards, and they need 3 hateful soul stones. So I guess you can kind of get an idea of how much I've done the maps because of how you get each of these. Like, you get the red ones from slaying the first boss summon, that second, third, etc. But yeah, we're going to unlock the Sentinel, give them a try, see how their thing is. And it says, for their basic ability, it fires 3 arrows in the direction you're aiming at, dealing 80 all enemies hit and applying fragility, sorry. But then you can see there are other weapons or that, and if we go to the blacksmith... yeah, so there are certain prestige ranks we have to hit. If I wanted to, I could make a different weapon for the barbarian that would give us a different starting move. But I think it's more interesting to start with a whole new character and see how we go along with them. In fact, you know what? Maybe what I'll do is I'll unlock some of these other ones. Just so that way we have some options next week play around. I'll probably use the Sentinel for 2 maps, show them off for this week, and then if comments come in about what you guys like to see... Oh, you know what? I guess I could get this one as well. So you know what? We will do that. I'll use the Sentinel, try that around, and then if you guys have a suggestion for a certain one we've unlocked or have yet to unlock, we can try to show that off for the last week of covering Soulstone Survivors. Again, with it being a mini-series, I'll probably keep it more to just the 3 weeks of 2 episodes. And right, okay, let me just do a few more things in here. Get more pickup range is nice. The experience modifier might not be bad to get. I'm just trying to... You know what, actually, let me cap out these first ones. Just so that way we have a good base of, like, foundation to work from. Okay. We do have the Corrupted Soulstone, so I think I will get an extra dash just built in. We've got increased cast frequency, just makes our abilities go off more frequently, so we'll get that as high as we can go. Increases all health received, increase armor power, increase block. Maybe we'll go for more experience, because the more experience we pull in... Okay, that's going to need currency we don't have, but the more experience we're pulling in, the more we can level up, and the more abilities we get to just stupefy our build and go into even further chaos than we've been showing off. Increase crit damage chance by additional 2, increase health 2 points on level up, increase air modifier for that. Maybe we'll go for a little bit there, just to get more chance of crit damage. And yeah, I don't have anything unlocked quite yet. I think it is a little hard to read this, because like looking at all over the place, there's a variety of stuff. We do have Skill Mastery Slam here. It's up to 8 random active skills of type Slam that your character will not have access otherwise to the skill pool if possible. But then to get runes, you need to pick this up, which is... Ooh, that's a hefty cost there, 50,000. So I'm glad. I think it's more worth it to probably expand the tree out and get these basics, and then maybe look at getting the runes. But yeah, that's enough talking. You guys are here to see some more chaos. That's probably the best way to put it. So we'll go to Whispering Grove with the Sentinel and see how we do. We should have, I think, 3 dashes to work with to start. And because the Sentinel being bow and arrow, I think we'll want to keep them to good use. And it does look like our shots do have a piercing effect. Or maybe not. But yeah, the 3 little diamonds underneath the characters we're moving around, that's our dash count. You can see them go up and down. And because of how bow and arrow characters usually are in games, we'll want to make good use of those dashes. It's usually to make up for having the ability to be a ranged damage dealer. You're more fragile and squishy, so attacks hit and do much more damage. And yeah, we are building up quite a swarm of enemies coming around. I think just... okay. You know what? Out of all the options, I think I'll go for the magnetic just to power up a little bit faster. Or level up and get more skills soon. Because yeah, there's a lot of guys to work through. And our ability isn't really all that spectacular to start with. I mean... okay, let me think here. I was going to say, yeah, our starting ability is not that great. But I'm trying to think of what would be really good here. Like, we've got... okay, Poison Cloud is summons a moving Poison Cloud, applies poison. That's... I don't think that'll be too helpful. Like, it might help for everything that gets inside the cloud, but we don't really control where it moves, I believe. The Chaos Golem would be nice because it could, like, be a distraction thing that, with it down, enemies will focus on that. But I think Thunderstrike will be the best one because it does do damage around an area. So we'll take that out to see how it goes. I can't remember if we've taken that... oh, I'll say that was helpful. Okay, and you know what? Maybe we'll go for Frailty to keep boosting our inborn... or our just, like, natural fragility that we're getting from our basic ability. And you know what? Let's try to get arrows going out a little quicker, so we'll pick up that speed boost for it. But yeah, in a game like this, area of effect shots are probably the best one to go for. Oh. Frag Shot. Fire a shot in the direction you're aiming at and piercing through enemies in a line, dealing 312 damage. 2 secondary bolts released on impact, dealing 180 and more fragility. It also seems like... oh, okay, I actually got this too, and we'll go for Expansive to get more, like... I think... I don't know if that actually affects our ability to, like, pick up experience in an area. Ooh. I think we might go for damage increase reading these, but before I do, like, zoom through the powers, I do want to talk with them a little bit. So increase the damage modifier all your skills of type projectile by an additional 30%. Skill does not cause damage, potency of its effect will be increased instead. Same effect is also applied to units summoned by skills of this type, increase the level of all by 1. And you can see in the bottom, those are the ones affected by that. We could do Venomous, we could do damage increase there, but I think we'll go for this one since it does boost 2 of our abilities. Oh, so we got Explosive Trap, we've seen that before. It can kind of be helpful, but I feel like it's a little harder to make the most of it because you have to keep luring the enemies over traps. Build Ballista, though, might be an interesting one, just to keep going with the theming of, like, projectile and that. And we saw Poison Clouds, so yeah, we'll get Build Ballista. And before I got interrupted by the level up, and another one, yeah, sure, let's get the Ballista to do more if we can. Oh, it keeps firing too, and it doesn't look like the enemies actually take notice of it. So I guess that's... yeah, I guess we can do 12% more damage for critical hits. Before I keep getting interrupted by more, like, level ups, each character seems to have, like, specific skills they can get access to. Like, we didn't see the Frag Shot as an option when we were playing Barbarians, so certain characters do have exclusive skills to them. And you know what? I'm kind of thinking of maybe doing Lightning Bolt. Keep getting... I mean, this is missile instead of projectile. But it does count as missile too, so it would get boosts from it. So yeah, I'm going to get that, just to get more shots and stuff going out. And let me just try to explore the map a little bit too, so that way, if there are resources, we can collect them. That is one thing I should have tried checking on the skill tree to see if there was an option for, was... if you can actually get, like a skill that'll show you on your HUD, or like as you're moving around, where certain resource nodes are. But we got a few options. Every time you apply a stack of Dazed, 50% chance to apply Burn. I mean, the epic power here, even just going off of, like, the type of power, I think is a good way to narrow down what you should pick. Because this one, increase the multicast chance of all your skills by missile by additional 36%. Same effects also apply to some by the skill at that level. So yeah, it's going to boost all those 3 we've got. So I'm going to take that, because that means we might be shooting more often, or sending out more lightning bolts more often. Oh, we got our first enemy boss summoned. I think I'll go for sizable projectiles, yeah. You know what, I'll go for expansive. Keep increasing the size of what we're shooting out. Oh, actually, that's already that boss, taken care of. I guess we'll do explosive trap. Like, I feel like I want to replace that one when we get an option for better skill. I'll increase your critical damage chance. I might go for lethality here. Like, expansive we have been building up, but I like the idea that we could do more critical damage when they procs off, and experience has been coming in pretty steadily. And you know what? Maybe it wouldn't hurt to give ourselves something. Yeah, we'll take Indomitable for get some block going. We haven't had a reason to really use it yet, because it only really applies when we take damage. And I wonder if I should take Poison. You know what? I'm going to take Poison Cloud instead of Explosive Trap, and just see how that does. It's like, how big is the cloud? Does it follow us around? What are the specifications of it? Increase max health by 15. I mean, we only have 100, but we haven't taken any hits yet, so I think we're okay. I don't want things getting in close, so Fire Shield, where it just gives you, like, a few orbs that it'll do damage around you, isn't that great. I think I'll go for the Lightning Bolt damage up. Okay, that's the... yeah, I want to replace that. Like, Poison Cloud, it'd be different if it was, like, around you and constantly doing something, but with how it is, we'll go for... Well, let's go for multicast chance. Just to send all the stuff out and doing damage. Oh, wow. Ballista looks like it's firing pretty actively. Maybe I'll take Bloodlust, because we have taken it before, but it is one that would increase our, like, cast and that when we do have it proc. Because I think we do cast a little bit faster while we're under its effects. I can still always replace it with something else as we go about and see what other options come in. And maybe I'll go for more Frailty just to get that up. I don't know if it keeps stacking. Okay, yeah, it does say 4, so I think every stack means the enemy's going to take 3% more damage. So if it's 4 on there, they'd be taking 12% more. I do kind of wish there was a way where, as you would get the options in the, like, level up to pick, you get to see what your total fragility is at. Oh, okay, this one... Okay, it shows here the skills will be effect, so it's only shoot and frag shot. But because that is our basic and a pretty good one, I'm going to take that. I kind of wish on the level up screen you'd get to see the total of, like, say, what your damage with certain things, like poison, burn, etc. are up to, and just where they are. We might take Frostbolt. Void, I think we have seen. We used Doom on, I think, our last episode. Yeah, you know what? Give me Frostbolt. And maybe I'll even take it in front instead of... Yeah, I'll take it over Bloodlust. Because Bloodlust is one, I think, that works much better if your build is having, like, a lot of allies or a lot of other people who can use... Oh, wow, that went quick. We'll go for damage increase. Ooh. What is this one? Increase the damage modifier of all electric type abilities by 30%. Yeah, let's take it. We are using... Oh. Summons a large glacier over a random enemy, dealing 1125 damage. I think I might stick with Frostbolt, because it is another missile, and a lot of our abilities all have the missile to it, so that could help us a lot for passive power-ups. And maybe we'll go for Area of Effect. Let Thunderstrike be hitting larger area, so hopefully taking out more per hit. But yeah, now we're basically just a machine gunner with a bow and arrow. And we're just going to go around, see if we can find any more resource nodes. Take those out to help just stock us up with materials. It might take a little while before we'll hit Prestige 10, but maybe if we're lucky... Oh, shoot. Gotta be careful of getting hung up on guys. See, again, I don't know what the total fragility is, so maybe I'll just go for the critical damage chance. Let's try to keep that going up. It'd be nice to see both how much you're gaining for picking that one, but also what it would bring your new total up to if you did pick it. Yeah, it kind of feels like it's slowing down a little bit for who's all coming in towards us. Like, granted, we do just shred through everything we see on screen as long as we're pointing in their direction, but it might take a little while before we have enough enemies to be able to summon the next little boss of the area. And I didn't think I took that long time was, but maybe I'm spending a little bit more time explaining the skills, and that's why it's slowing down. Yeah, let's go for attack speed on frag shot. There we go. Just keep kind of working through this all. Oh, gotta be careful of that. Actually, I should also talk about how to unlock the Sentinel, because it is pretty easy to do. It just takes a bit of time. You have to basically just kill 100 elite enemies. Oh, hello. If there's a legendary offered, you always gotta take it. Take the big shiny. So we'll take that, because that means all projectiles and stuff are going to be larger in size, so I think they have... I don't know if they do more damage, but they might have more, like, impact area to them. There we go. Oh, yeah. Going through a lot of stuff now. Okay, you know what? Let me see. Actually, our tier levels are pretty good for a lot of things, but you know what? Let's get damage increased to the frag shot. Just keep working with that as one of the exclusive abilities the Sentinel seems to have. And you know what? Because of the ballista being stationary in one spot, I should probably look about trying to set up in one specific area and just letting it help us a lot. We'll go for magnetic just to increase the experience coming in so we get more abilities and keep buffing ourselves up. Ooh. Okay, gotta be careful because that's a new thing. I don't remember the ice guy having the following. There we go. We'll go for passives. We get 30 more. You know what? I might actually take the health, because I didn't realize we lost a little bit there. So yeah, we'll get the health up. Might as well get the attack speed up. And we can get another thing for multicast for frag shot that'll just keep going nuts. So we'll take that. Oh yeah, there we go. We're clearing the screen now. And you know what? Keep giving me experience, just that way we keep getting more stuff in. And yeah, maybe we'll just stay around the middle area. It'd probably be more wise for trying to stock up materials for stuff. I think we'll take the electric modifier. Electric gets an additional 30% to its basic size in that, though Thunderstrike will be hitting a larger area, and I think Lightning Bolt on impact will also be hitting a large area around it too. Okay, we got a swarm of insects coming in, so yeah, we'll stick around here where the two ballistas are to let them help get through stuff quickly too. I have been getting a lot of magnetic, so I think I'll go for the attack speed to try to keep getting our just some abilities going non-stop. Like, they mostly do, but there are little periods where you can see we just kind of take a moment of break or something. One thing I like about Soulstone Survivors is no matter what way you kind of build, like, do you want a frontal focus, just everything shreds around you? Do you want to just roam in the middle of everything going on at once, you don't have to worry about input? Or do you want an army of, like, summon guys? You have a lot of ways you can build that all seem to be pretty viable as you're picking options. Ooh, you know what? I think I'll go for the multicast there because it is a big jump from any of the other options. And that one, if I'm not mistaken, fires off on its own random direction, so I don't have to worry about focusing that one on where it's going to go. Now it's just more multicast chance. Just more chances to fire everything off and hold the dime. Oh. Actually, that one might be a new enemy we haven't seen before. Alex's the Chaos Bringer. Let's get the... You know what? We haven't actually gotten a lot of abilities to increase the speed of our basic shoot. So let's just increase that right now. There, he's down. Okay. What? Let me go for magnetic. Yeah, let's just keep buffing ourselves up a bit more. I don't know if that also applies, like, once you're done the map towards, like, the prestige levels. I don't think it would. But more abilities makes the game more fun. Or, well, I should say, like, more skills or passives or whatever you want to call them. And you know what? Let's start with our movement speed increase, because I don't think I've actually taken anything old episodes so far for that. We've just been using the extra dashes to keep ourselves out of trouble, so... Oh, Lord. Yeah, I'm glad we have so many Ooh, finally something to help with the ballista. Because we haven't had too much that has actually been able to work with that to boost it up. Well, they are doing a fair job on their own, just shooting around and getting some extra kills in for us. We'll... Oh, hang on. I don't know if I have... You know, I might take that and replace the Frostbolt with it. Like, it sounds like it'll be interesting if we can boost that one up. It sounds like a volley ability where it's just happening around us and it's a bunch of arrows coming down, but it will work with anything we get that gives a bonus to projectile skills. So it'll also help us with the frag shot and regular shot we've got. Yeah, we're clearing through this a bit. Ooh, that's a nice one. I was talking about wanting more movement speed. That'll probably be enough movement speed so we can focus on getting more damage stuff ahead. Yeah, I feel like we do need more damage, because the enemies are starting to build up a little more on screen. Ooh. Maybe I'll take this one. It's 20% extra damage, but we lose 10% movement speed. Nope, and we got another, and oh, this is actually the last one for the area. So this is Elegy, the Plague Bearer. We've seen that one before. Let's go for the damage modifier. Just try to... Oh, wow, okay, actually... Well, we shredded that pretty quick. And that did clear out the entire map. So, let's see. We could escape. Yeah, I'll probably have to do that. Or, maybe I'll pause here, and next episode we'll try going into one of these other colored portals, because I haven't actually done that yet. In order to not really see anything I haven't seen with you guys, I didn't go into any of the extra stuff once a game or once the map was over. So together, next episode, we'll go through one of these, see how we do, and keep going a bit. But thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of Soulstone Survivors. If you liked the video, you should give a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, you should in the comments right down below. Until I do catch you in the next video or episode, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.